man, look at this. All right, just got the call. Wow, my garage is looking pretty empty. Obviously, you saw I sold the Huracan a few weeks ago before GT left. 720S is next to go, but I couldn't wait till I bought something. And I don't know, most of you probably are not going to be surprised what I bought. The truck is rolling in right now. Turquoise Urus. Alright, I did not buy a turquoise Urus. That is not what I got.
That's exactly what
That is not what I got. Oh man, look at this. The wheels too? Yikes. Who's this? Who's getting this one?
Famous person that you probably know and I can't say.
In South Florida?
Yeah.
I don't know what shade of blue this is. Maybe Tiffany blue? This is for you, Salamander. You like this one. Alright, so here it is, Huracan EVO in red. I'm guessing nobody's really surprised. It was hard to go without the Huracan. I sold it. It was time, but I need that NA V10 sound, and this thing is just badass. Alright, so just took delivery of my Huracan EVO, and because it gets off the truck, it's really pretty dirty. I got it washed off and cleaned up pretty good. I wanted to mention, this car had full expel before I got it, and in the previous video you saw me demonstrate the Armor Shield ceramic coating from Avalon King. You can actually ceramic coat on top of expel, and it's something you really want to do for that extra layer of protection. So really quick, I washed it, cleaned it all up, just did the hood here, and as you can see, the water just beating up and coming right off. And now I'll give you a quick demo of how easy it is to drive with the Master Blaster air dryer. Alright, there you go, that's it. If you want to save 25 bucks off your first order of the Armor Shield product, head over. I got a link in the description with the drag times code. Alright, so just finished giving the car a wash. I know a lot of you thinking like, wow, you guys got the same car. But I didn't. The EVO is quite different than, I don't know what I gotta say. After my Huracan left, I was having V10 naturally aspirated launch control withdrawal. So here it is. I actually picked up another one. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake with my Ford GT that just left, because that's gonna cost me a lot more money. But nevertheless, let's check out the spec and go. We got Rosso Mars. These are the diamond cut upgraded wheels, which the previous wheels were a lot darker. But I like these because it definitely makes the car look quite different. In the front, we got the Style 2 package. That's an option from Lamborghini. It has to do with the way the black pieces or red pieces are painted below. I kind of like the black lowers that I've seen on some other cars, but nevertheless, it's a lot of red for sure. Little black accents down here on the intakes on the bottom here. On the back, I really love the total blacked out back of this car. Some of them have a red diffuser down here, which to me looks like those old Gallardos that they used to paint the bottoms, the body color, the paint. I definitely like this completely blacked out, more race car look for me of the back here. Let's walk around the back here. It comes with Pirelli regular P0 tires, not the Corsas. Nevertheless, I did a couple of launches, and if you saw on Instagram, 0 to 60 was coming in at 2.5 seconds with a little bit of spin, 3/4 tank of fuel. I think this car is going to go 2.4 to 60 on the street. More on that later. Walk around the car a little more. It came with tinted windows and a full expel job already. Again, this car is pre-owned by just 5 months. So being pre-owned, obviously I saved a ton of money. This car stickered for $305,000 brand new. Walk around one more time of the car. Really, really mean, new, aggressive look on the front. I really, really love the look of this car. As well, let's check out the interior now. We'll open up here. Comes with full Alcantara side pieces in red. This is the Evo Sport Trim optional package. I'll put the sticker so you can see exactly what all these options cost. Leather side bolsters, full Alcantara in the inside with these nice, really cool red inserts down the middle. And then the red stitching, that's optional as well. And of course, you got the red Lamborghini logo embroidered here. That's another paid option in this car. On to the other side again, you got the Alcantara on the sides here. The look at the optional floor mats. These are actually optional too. I think they're about $600 for floor mats. This also has the travel and smoker package, which comes with a nice cup holder. I did not have this before, so I think it's like $700 for a cup holder. That's quite expensive. But nevertheless, I really like these seats. It's not too much with the red. You know, sometimes they go completely red inside. It's quite blinding. So I think this is a really, really good mix of full Alcantara, black and red trim in this package. It looks really, really good. Now towards the back of the engine bay here, we got the V10 LED lamps. Ooh, we got some water dripping. LED lights in the engine bay to light up this area. One thing they did cheap out on, my opinion, is my old Huracan, all this was that really new kind of new age forged carbon. And this is just cheap plastic. Look at this. I mean, come on, for 300 grand Lamborghini, let's go. And you can't even get that optional carbon. Not like I would have paid for that anyways, but I feel like they kind of, you know, cheaped out on the interior engine bay of this car. All right, now of course, when you get the all-wheel drive Evo, you get carbon ceramic brakes along with a newly revised programming of the all-wheel drive system. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later on. It displays on the screen the exact torque split, front and rear. I'm gonna do a subsequent video on launch control, showing you exactly all the different launch modes and how it's distributing the power back and forth. Also, on the Evo, you get rear wheel steering. So the rear wheels back here turn up to 3 degrees. You can also display that on the screen as well. So this car, I did a couple U-turns already, and wow, you can just, the U-turns are so much tighter. You can, where normally you would have to do a 3-point turn, you could just rip it around and do U-turn. At high speeds, it actually turns in the same direction of the front wheel to assist carving out corners on these high-speed sweepers and such. I haven't experimented with that yet, but when I get this car on the track, I'll put a camera on the display and rip some corners around and see exactly how much the rear wheels are turning. I know when you do a U-turn, it's 3 degrees. I have a feeling it's quite a bit less when it's going in the same direction. One more walk around the car, and I'm gonna go ahead and re-gear and get some and go over the interior features of this car, because it's got a newly revised CarPlay system. We'll go over the displays and all the different settings. It's got ambient lighting and some other kind of foo-foo stuff that I probably wouldn't have ordered, but nevertheless, we'll go over that as well. All right, so quick rundown of some of the interior features of the car. Inside, this has the optional ambient lighting package. So you can see over here, there's a little kind of orange light coming over. You can change the color by clicking here, and then we got red, and then we can go and we got blue, and we got white. So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be using that. I think I'll just go with red to match the interior of the car. Other interior features, kind of the standard stuff here. The lift system actually is optional. That's about $4,000. It's got auto start stop. That's included. Also included is CarPlay, which I'm going to go over next, along with the Sensonium upgraded stereo. That is an extra charge as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's quite worth it. I mean, the stereo sounds okay, but not like super great. All right, so now onto the demo of Lamborghini's new multimedia system. This is all new for Lamborghini. Kind of takes some cues from the Centenario, if you ever saw the display of that, which I really never saw in person, only saw in videos. But nevertheless, it's a completely new interface, all touch screen. And, you know, it's got some pluses and minuses. So basically, if you click here, we go to vehicle. This is the ambient lighting that I showed you before, but you can go to this LVDI. This shows you torque split, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, the all-wheel steering, front and rear angles. And I'm going to go over that in a later video when I show U-turning and all the different launch modes. But onto the multimedia part, you know, there's no steering wheel controls for volume, and there's no knobs for the climate. So it does take some getting used to. However, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. This is basically the home button here. You go back here, you go to the vehicle, that's where all the settings are there. If you go to Apple CarPlay, when you have your iPhone plugged in, this is an optional feature. I think it's like $3,600 just to plug in your phone and bring up you know, your familiar kind of CarPlay. Now, I've used this in previous cars before and never really liked it, but this one actually works really well. It's very responsive, and there's a ton of apps that you can use, as you can see here. Most notably, Waze is really good, so you can bring that up, notify you of police. Navigation's the best for Waze. Police notification, how to get there, best routes always is really, really great. You can click here, and if you double click there, it brings up a split screen of navigation, what's playing on the radio, and home. So you can go back here. It can bring up your calendar, which is really cool, and all the different colors of your calendar things. And then if you go back in here, obviously we have all the different apps like Spotify for your music and playlists, your library, browse, recently played, you know, all these kind of different cool stuff here. Very easy to browse, get your own playlist in the car and do that kind of stuff. And then also, if you're going to make a phone call, you would go to the phone app right there, and then it would bring up all your icons. Everything's really responsive, your recents, your keypad, your contacts, and your favorites, and all that kind of stuff. So really cool there. One thing with the volume, because there is no knobs, there are some shortcuts. So if you're on any screen and your volume's on, if you hit 3 fingers, it'll mute. And then if you hit 2 fingers up here, you can scroll up and down right there with the volume. So that took a while for me to figure out. But once you get the hang of it, because a lot of times you'll be in a certain situation where you want to mute the thing, you just 3 fingers on and off and do that, and then 2 fingers at the top and you can control the volume. If you click on the Sirius button down here, it brings up, you know, the Sirius prompt to go ahead and give voice commands. I haven't experimented with that. I imagine you can send text messages. It probably reads the text messages, and you could probably make phone calls with that as well. For climate, there's you'll kind of get used to it, but you click on up here and you go to climate. There's your fan speed and your temperature. Pretty easy to get to. This car has the optional electric and heated seats, so you can heat the seats on each side if you want to. Really not necessary in South Florida, but nevertheless, you know, when you're driving, the 2 things you're typically going to most is to change the AC. So up here, it's 1, 2 clicks, kind of like that, and then to get the radio. So if you click on the speaker, this comes up here, and it's kind of easy to control. But nevertheless, you really, if you're driving, you know, you just want to make one kind of smooth decision, and that's the 3 fingers to actually mute, and then the 2 fingers at the top, and you drag up and down to control that volume. Other than that, it's got HD radio, it's got the built-in navigation system here, and then all kinds of different vehicle settings for all the different things, but no real reason to go over that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this system. A lot of multimedia stuff, which I really haven't tapped into. It's got USB ports back here. You can plug in USB drives with the music on it. It actually plays videos and will display pictures on this screen as well. I do believe you have to be in park to use that, but nevertheless, that's kind of stuff you really just don't use in an exotic car. CarPlay is actually a welcome thing for this. I'm kind of glad I have it. I don't know if I would have spec'd it if I was ordering this car, because I really hadn't found it useful before. But nevertheless, that's a wrap of the interior features of this car. And now let's get out. I hear Savage Garage is here, and we're going to do some fun stuff. All right, so just took delivery of the Evo, and we're going straight out with Savage Garage crew. He's got the G63. Jimbo, he wants to race me in his Murcielago. He thinks he's gonna beat me in this thing. This old school, badass. Yellow's awesome, even though Randy doesn't like yellow.
Yes, I'm actually,
How many cars
you didn't get that in yellow?
What?
Truth be told, the Evo.
Honestly, now that I think about it, because I'm getting the Ferrari in red, I'm getting the F8 in red, I should have got that in yellow, now that I think about it.
We're talking about
maybe,
yellow cars, keep revving it.
Maybe I swapped that for yellow and the Ferrari's in red.
Could.
The 765's green. That'll be a good kind of Skittles mix.
Skittles, yeah.
So
need something in
congrats
purple.
on finally getting it all sorted. I know it's been a long journey.
Oh, it's been horrible.
But now let's just see what it's all about.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Losing. I'm gonna lose, but you know, why not?
You never know. You never know. He's not gonna win. No chance. He's gonna lose so bad. It's not even funny.
All right, on 1, 3, 2. Sorry, the first word got cut off. Did you just say you want to race me? Yeah.
Jimbo,
It wasn't too bad.
what'd you think?
It's really impressive. I forgot when we were racing that this has a V10.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I did. I was like, oh,
What'd you
wow.
think it had?
Well, I mean, I knew it had a V10.
A 6?
No. No. It was, when we were racing, I knew it has a V10. Like,
What year is this?
2004. V12.
2004, so 16 years. This is what you
Yeah.
get, right?
Yeah. But it's just incredible the amount of power and performance they've squeezed out of that V10.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's racing up against the big, like, the V12 flagship car.
Yep, you saw it. Well, a little bit, but he's got better footage, so you got to check him out on Savage Garage. He had a 360 camera.
Yeah.
I wasn't driving anyways. He was over there. But nevertheless, there we go. Murci and Evo. The latest and the greatest. There you go.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah.